1,000 naira. Is it 1,000 naira? You are shouting at me. I'll pay you. I'm waiting for some money. Stuff like that. So you have to be able to understand that these things, know your risk level, right? If somebody, for example, asks you for something you are not comfortable doing, right? Stand your ground, but let them understand. Because you still see this minus business. You guys might have an assignment to do together, and you are in the same group. If you already have an enmity with that person, it will be difficult to handle that. So you have to be able to, yes, stand your ground, or communicate clearly why you can't do something, right? Or why this doesn't work for you. If someone says, oh, deliver it to my room, it's not for you to just say, oh, I can't do that. No. You can say, oh, I would have done that, or for some reason, I have something else to do at that time, or place, or personally, it's not safe to go to customers' rooms, whatever the case may be, right? Communicate it clearly, make sure they understand, make sure you guys are on the same page, and you can move forward. Managing relationship is really important. And the second part is time management. Now, on time management, how many of us here plan our day? Don't worry, it's fine if you don't right now. Yeah? But planning your day is something that people handled before for years, and they were like, you're not using your time effectively. That's because when we're young, we feel like we have all the time in the world. We really don't have things to do. Minus going to school, come back, watch the do that. The time is yours, right? But the older you get, the more responsibility you have, the more things that are on your shoulders. You begin to notice that you don't really have as much time. Your friend wants you to come and play game in the evening. You have the lecture in the evening. Which one do you need to do? Which one can be rescheduled? That's you planning your time. When you have, so you need to go to the market to buy stuff you were selling in school. At the same time, you have an exam in the morning. Which one can be rescheduled? That's you planning your time. If you allow things trump each other, right, and you say, this business is too important to me. Oh yeah, fine. But what is that to lose? The easiest way to plan your time or to plan your activities would be doing pros and cons. We know there are pros and cons. Okay, advantage and disadvantage, right? So basically, if you have two things that you're trying to decide what to do on, you look at, okay, if I do this, what do I stand to gain, right? What do I stand to lose? On the other end, do the same thing. Before you are done with that list, you will know what to do, right? And you will plan your time more effectively.
Okay, also, I'm coming to you, please. I just want to. So, I'm going to ask a question. So, we can just start saying that and then answering the next two questions I'm going to ask you. But I want to do something quickly. So, if you have questions for them, ensure you are writing it right. Okay, I don't think the screen has come up. So, ensure you are writing it down because we're not rounded up. We still have a bunch of like 2 or 3 more questions on both sides. Okay, so we are moving to you. I know you want to jump on that first, so jump on it in 1 minute and then we move to the questions.
I was asking if there's a marker. Oh, yes, there. Can we get a marker? Okay, but you can answer my question. Okay, so let me just
ask you your questions and when it's time, please let's get a marker. So now the questions still on this topic. What are the challenges of being in school and running a business? And how are you able to effectively balance it? That's the first one.
Okay, the challenges of being in school. So the most important thing I noticed, first of all, you have to know yourself. And I am an overachiever in the sense that anything I want to do, I want to be like really, really good at it. So that's a problem because when you are in school and when you are doing business, everyone tells you that, one must suffer. But I have been able to prove them wrong in the sense that I'm currently an advice class in one of the hardest courses in university. My business is also making 7 figures monthly. So I now had to like block out the noise. But a lot of people are going to give you advice that you do not ask for. My mom is on one hand. My mom is not giving me allowance, but she said, once you read read your books. Every time, market. And then my lecturers be like, you're late again, or I didn't even reading at all. And then there are my classmates that are like, why are you still in school? Just drop out and you're already making money. And so like there's a lot of noise coming from everywhere. I think that's the biggest challenge, blocking out the noise and just focusing on your set goals. And then another thing is, when you're in school and when you're doing business, you're not in control of your time 100%. Especially in public school. We have a timetable, they don't follow it. Like, your lecturer can just wake up by 7 a.m. and say, all of you should work for us now. And the market's like, how do I want to fight for school? My attendance is on the line. Like, you're not in control of your time at all. So you need to really be quick on your feet. Like, any impromptu thing, you need to be ready. You can call for a test tomorrow, which means that you should have been reading. Like, before anything, like, you see things that are coming and you prepare for them. So that's the biggest challenge.
Awesome. So the second question is slightly different. So she has touched on those, she said she's on the first class, right? I think we have someone in the next panel who is also, or who graduated in the first class. So that means if you enter into the university, you understand what first class means. First class is first class, then second class, over. I need them to understand, yes. So that you would know that it's possible, because some people will tell you it's not possible, right? So you need to know that it's possible, and then, as you said, you need to understand yourself. I'm going to move to the second question very soon. Second question is, how did you raise funds to start your business? Because you mentioned money wasn't coming, or maybe money finally came. Just let us know so that people can see that there's a way to get funds for your business, because at times that's a challenge.
Okay, I'll answer this question. So how did I raise funds for my business? I started Elsa Lagos with 5,000 naira. That it was not funds, there's no 100K, 5,000 naira. And I have a cousin, she's a year older than me, but she was a graduate already at the time. I told you I didn't go to school early, so most of my mates are graduates, or married. So I called her and I'm like, I beg, I need 5K. I'll give you 10K in 2 weeks. You know how Nigerians are really. She didn't even ask me what I was to do. She just sent the account number, she sent me 5K. And I made 10K in 2 weeks actually. And I called her and I'm like, oh, so Senor, come and send me your account number, have your 10K. She's like, so you were serious? Okay, don't worry, I dash you. So that's how I got capital to start my business. So from that 10K, no extra money came in. Everything business is now started from 5,000 naira. For the first year, I wasn't even paying myself a salary per se. I was just surviving. Like when money comes, we eat. If no money, we move. And then, okay, so what I wanted to show you guys is about how I manage my time. I read about this in a book. It's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. I think everyone should read it. It's a very good book. So here we have urgent. We have not urgent. Here we have important. And here we have not important. Okay, so if you have a task to do and it is urgent and it is important, for example, exams, you do it first. If you have a task to do that is important but it's not urgent, you plan for it. So let's say your exams are in 2 months. You can create a reading timetable and say that, okay, I'm planning for my exam, right? If you have a task that is urgent but it's not important, let me see. Maybe in my business I have to post on social media. It's urgent, but it's not really important in the sense that if I don't post, nobody's going to die. So I can hire somebody to do it, or I can delegate. I can ask a friend to do it, I can ask my sister to do it, or something. Then if you have something to do that is not urgent, it's not important, maybe the party, delete. Especially when you have things to do in these other 3 projects. So this is basically how I had my time in school and life generally.
Thank you so much.
Hope you
for that.
understand why.
Do you understand what was done there? Does it make sense to you? Also, thank you so much. Please put your hands together for her. Okay, so we're going with the last set of questions. How many of you have questions already? You've written down your questions. Raise your hand. Beautiful. So if you are not in the hand raising, I know you have a question. Please join. So we're moving here, right? And your question is this: you are currently working and at the same time running, you like say business or businesses. How are you able to effectively do that? So we moved from school, now we are working and businessing in 2023.
Okay, so interestingly, the way she explained it, right, is actually very close to how I do it, right? Because being able to prioritize is a key skill. If you want to be, so there are people, right, who are really good at one thing, stick to one thing, and that is fantastic. Those people make some of the best stuff. Like, you're working with a company, you can basically change the dynamic of the company, right? There are people who are fire starters. There are people whose body itches to just jump on something, solve a new problem. Once the problem has got to a good point where it's a good stable, you now need the other people who are very good at one thing to help you push you further, right? So having a job, right? Interestingly, my work is not based in Nigeria, right? So I am online almost 24/7, right? So most times when I have projects, right, to work on, I do the same thing I told you about, right, which is I'll write the goal. The goal of this project is to create a business, right? Even if the time I stipulate for the project is 2 hours, if I can finish it in 1 hour, it's good for me, because it means I have more time to do other stuff, right? So what I try to do is outline all the goals for this day. I need to do this, do that. And once you start meeting your goals, you are able to navigate through many projects at the same time. That's why I can run, like right now, I have about 4 different things I'm running, right, simultaneously. And it is not an easy task. It's not something that you can start doing immediately. It will take time to grow into it, to train yourself, to train your mind to operate that way. Because sometimes you might even have a headache just trying to manage a lot of things at the same time. Yeah, it can be quite daunting. But yeah, if you're able to have your time properly, you'll be able to do. Like, trust me, most of this is time management. A lot of this is time management.
Okay, awesome. That question was very important because there might be people here that are done with school, right? They want to do their own business, right? But they don't have like enough money to start up, and they decided to pick a job, and they feel that job is now something that is going to drag them down. The truth is, not everybody is going to start a business. Some people really need to work, and then maybe later. Some people are even unsure, right? And some people really can do both at the same time. So don't look down on people that are doing this, and you will find out that in this day and time, many people are doing it. Many people are. If you are outside the country, you have people even working several jobs. And at times, it's just you wanting to, right? As you go up in the maybe corporate ladder also, you will find yourself actively working in one place and also being involved in other things like work, overseeing and all. Do you hear what I said?